Permission to be Powerful is a reader-supported publication. To receive new posts and support my work, consider becoming a free or paid subscriber. I love having a space to express myself freely. And the best part? I'm a master communicator. My words are lethal weapons. I have JFK's charm, Morgan Freeman's voice, and Mark Twain's wit. I aim to please the right crowd, because not everyone deserves it. But first, let's talk about Zalman. Yo. I owe this man everything. If I had never met Zalman, I would have never found the strength to leave my toxic marriage. In other words, without Zalman, I would have spent the rest of my life in an unhappy relationship. And let me tell you something. Zalman is the best therapist I've ever encountered. I've had at least 10 different therapists. Some listened. Some helped me feel better. And then there's Zalman, who throws grenades at your life and forces you to rebuild stronger than before. He doesn't let you stay stuck. He gets results. I've had a lot of therapists. He's different. I've had therapists who were late, disorganized, and uninterested. I've had one lie to me. Some were good. One helped me through a brutal 3-year depression. Another untangled the mess of my divorce. But Zalman? He rewired me. He guided me through my transformation from the chauffeur to Mike Tyson. He doesn't just help you cope. He makes you change. Fair warning. He blows up your life. Every time I call Zalman, bombs go off in my life. I know that sounds bad. But sometimes, bad things happen for the highest good. Because when I apply what he teaches me, I make waves. I disrupt entire ecosystems. I shake people like a tsunami. Zalman cuts straight through the noise. But truth is dangerous. Most people spend their entire lives running from it. So when I show up, new and improved, with Zalman's voice in my ear, I make people freak the hell out. Because I confront them with things they've been avoiding their whole life. And when you do that, you learn a lot about human nature. Zalman's Dummer 1. Trick. The inner child. One of the greatest things he ever taught me? You have a secret alter ego you don't even know about. Your inner child. That kid you used to be? He's still alive. And he watches you. He sees how you treat yourself. And if you abandon him, neglect him, or side with the people who hurt him, he never forgets. That's why so many people self-sabotage. Because deep down, they've been betraying themselves since childhood. When I finally understood this, it changed everything. I made a lifelong commitment to being on my own side, to never abandoning myself again, to fight for myself like I'd fight for a scared little kid, because that kid still exists, and he deserves someone in his corner. That's how I broke the cycle. That's how I stopped being the chauffeur. I was programmed to be a doormat. My whole life, I was loyal to disloyal people. I spent time around people I didn't even like, because I didn't know I was allowed to leave. I put everybody's needs over my own. I was always dead last. That made me depressed, and it attracted toxic people like clockwork. When I was married, we were taking care of my ex-wife's 95-year-old grandfather. An old man taking advantage of us, for no obvious benefit to ourselves. We were exhausted and miserable. I used to tell myself, only 5 more years of this max. LOL. With Zalman's help, I got that motherfucker out of the house within weeks. That was the day I officially shifted from the chauffeur to Mike Tyson. And let me tell you, it was nothing short of a miracle. I remember Zalman celebrating with me. "See," he said, "you're not the same person anymore." And he was right. Because this whole people-pleasing doormat mindset, it was my survival strategy for growing up in a toxic and oppressive environment. But I don't need that survival strategy anymore. I'm not driving anyone around but myself now. Zalman is my secret weapon, and he's here on Substack. Zalman is a one-of-a-kind therapist. If you want to understand yourself on a level most people never reach, check out his work. Here's his Substack. And if you take his advice, fair warning, bombs will go off in your life. But trust me, it's worth it. Until next time, Anton Dancer, writer, Buddhist Permission to be Powerful, is a reader-supported publication. To receive new posts and support my work, consider becoming a free or paid subscriber.